Now let's review this figure 21-8B that deals with areas that we must consider to be classified as a Class 1 Division 2 location, but we'd actually do the classification in accordance with NFPA 497. We're just reviewing here to see if we have a problem. Now, notice there's still 3 evaluations that have to be made. Now, one is that the gas or vapors are normally confined with enclosed containers or piping systems in which they can only escape in case of an accidental rupture or breakdown of containers or piping systems and so forth. Now I'd like to review the informational notes 1 and 2 to 500.5B as in boy 2, because for example note 2 will list valves, meters, checks and so forth is a contained system except when they accidentally rupture or leak in some manner. So you can review those information notes 1 and 2 to 500.5B2 and get a good feel for what this first evaluation is talking about. Now our second evaluation, we're talking about that we have mechanical, positive mechanical type ventilation that would maybe change a Class 1 Division 1 to a Class 1 Division 2 by proper ventilation. Usually, you're bringing in 1 foot of clean air and taking 1 foot of contaminated air out, so to speak. Or you can have an area that is pressurized, a room, that would keep vapor from entering into that room. And this is the second evaluation you take to see if there's a problem that would exist. And then the third evaluation that we would want to look at would actually deal with the communication of a vapor from, say, one area to another area, or room to another room, where you'd have adequate positive pressure of clean air that would safeguard against a vapor entering that area or that room. And that would be our third evaluation. And then remember that second evaluation, you're dealing with ventilation, where you could actually take a Class 1 Division 1 area and reclassify it as a Class 1 Division 2 area in accordance with the rules of NFPA 30 and NFPA 497 when you're doing the reclassification and providing the appropriate ventilation. So these are 3 evaluations in the NEC where we know we have a problem. Now we're going to solve that problem. So we'd go to NFPA 497. For ventilation, we'd go to NFPA 30. And for pressure and pressurization, we would go to NFPA 496. Now, I think that's what this figure and illustration 21-8B is illustrating to the designer and the installer using the NEC.